Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Well, guys, something different this week. Wanted to let you know that we have a real sponsor this time.
Really?
It's Bernie Madoff, the incarcerated Ponzi scheme billionaire. He's a fan of the show, apparently. They let him, he's considered low risk enough that they let him have an internet connection in his jail cell, and he likes to listen to obscure comedy podcasts, and he tuned into us. And
how fortuitous.
Yeah, he called me, on my lunch break today. He approached me about doing a little promo for a project he's working on the show. I said yes. He dictated to me, and I wrote down a script, because obviously we can't just have him on here. So I wrote it down verbatim. I'm just going to go ahead and read what Bernie Madoff wants to say to our fans.
Okay.
Hey kids, I heard you liked old guys named Bernie. Now, you may have heard your parents say I did a few bad things a couple years ago, but that's all over. Honest Injun. Am I still allowed to say Injun? Never mind. Think of me as a flawed rich guy who's now trying his best to be good, just like your Iron Man and Batman. I just wanted to let you guys know that I've started my very own Go Kick Me campaign. I think he got GoFundMe and Kickstarter confused. You're trying, buddy, and that's good.
Yeah.
To help the progressive agenda that we all deeply, deeply share to make a change. Look it up and give today. I'm hoping to meet my goal of $65 billion. Just in general. A general figure, I mean. You can also directly send me personal donations at my P.O. box here at FCC Butner. Cash only, though. That's real important, kids. If I try to cash checks, the bank will know I'm up to it again. I mean, Russian hackers might intercept it. Those guys are so scary right now, am I right? If you can't afford a monetary donation, please consider just mailing me a toothbrush or a file. Something I can sharpen into a shiv to fend off the Aryan Brotherhood with. My cellmate Robert Durst's creep factor can only keep them at bay for so long. Twitter! I think he just yelled Twitter at the end because he thinks that's just a thing that people do.
Yeah, he got mixed up with hashtags being on Twitter. So
yeah.
That entire conversation was supposed to be a single hashtag.
Yeah, and just for because I know you're listening to this, buddy. For future reference, there's a 140 character limit on tweets, so you got to really be careful about the hashtags and because it all uses up more of the internet and will run out before long.
Yeah, that's a huge crisis facing our youth today. Is we're just running low on internet. Well, and if we don't conserve the internet, we're not going to have enough left over for our children and our grandkids.
That was one of the very social programs that I think he called his project Uncle Bernie's Social Justice Slush Fund. And he said that it was to prevent Mike Pence from putting an oil pipeline through sacred transgender bathrooms. So, donate to that campaign. It sounds like it's going to be good.
I think so, too.
On his Go Kick Me campaign.
Yeah.
Search it up at www.gokickmeinthenuts.com/fuckbri. .gov.//
.edu.
Welcome to Frankenstein Control. I'm your host, the alleged son of Cowboy Curtis, Taylor Russell. To my left is Adam Shipp.
I'm Adam. I'm a pile of felt that is manipulated by a secret crab.
And ahead of me is Brian Paris, a.k.a. B-Rye.
Hey everybody, it's B-Rye here. I went to the doctor recently. They ordered some x-rays done on account of my weird posture. That's what I was complaining about.
Your raptor pose.
My raptor pose. And they were very perplexed when the x-rays came back and showed that I have the exact skeleton of the giant ground sloth.
The Smithsonian's going to want that back, dude.
Yep.
It's just in your regular skeleton somehow. By all logic, it should just be protruding from your flesh, but it's not.
Steven sent me a text 2 weeks ago And it was something to the effect of, like, diet skeleton juice made from quality marrow. And then just like, ... Ew. It's diet. He said he wanted the cans to have just like a sort of semi-translucent image of the skeleton from Oblivion.
Skeleton, you failed me!
When you pop the can, it goes...
I can't do it good.
That was actually much better than mine.
I wish the skeletons would cough. Like
That'd
every
be
now
really
and again.
like
really
funny.
There needs to be a huge like overhaul mod that's really, really good. But the one goofy thing they do is they add the occasional random cough to skeletons. And they're like just chilling, do their Skillerman thing, and they're just like...
Or just bodily noises in general. Like you round the corner, you see a skeleton and you hear...
That would take all of the spook factor out.
Not if you have your smell-o-vision turned on.
And it would just be that weird purple miasma that appears when they're summoned.
Yeah. Toxic mist.
All the times I got the shit scared out of me by scary enemies in that game was not because the game itself was all that scary or the enemies were. It was a lot of times just because they were so fucking quiet.
Yes!
Come around the corner and there's one right there.
Oh my god. So like in Oblivion, if we haven't stated that, because we'd have a habit of that. Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, good old Patrick Stewie. In that game, I found this awesome, like I found a cave, and I went into the cave, and I went to the bottom of the cave, and I saw an entrance to an alien, not alien, but ancient elf ruin, and I was like, oh, dude, this is like a dungeon within a dungeon, bro. This is fucking awesome. I turn around, and a centaur's already swinging his giant club at me, and I'm just like, ah! Like I dropped my controller and died because I was so shocked by how a fucking giant
behoofed beast snuck up on you with a club.
A cloven-hoofed behemoth.
And it wasn't like a wooden club, it was like a dance club. So you should have just heard the Euro beats coming out of it.
looking like an Under Armour store out front, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I think I hear the slight pitter-patter of trap music. Oh no, the Minotaur!
The worst I have ever been scared in any game ever, including like watching people play Amnesia or Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever. The worst I've ever been scared by a game was when I was in the Shivering Isles, also in Oblivion, and there was no battle music, no ambient noise or sound effects from the creature itself at all, but one of those fucking skinless dogs just ran up the stairs at me when I the bottom of the stairs was out of view, so it basically just appeared in front of me and scared me so bad that I had to stop playing Oblivion for a while, and that was my favorite game. So that's saying something. I think I had to turn it off and leave the room for a while. It scared me so bad.
B-Rye, why are you hiding underneath your bed? Because of the skinless dog.
Honey,
wait, you didn't eat my mushrooms, did you?
Dad, you have mushrooms? No,
not anymore.
This was in college.
So your dad wasn't real and you were on mushrooms?
Yes. What the hell did that?
B-Rye has a scratch on his shoulder.
I've noticed a lot of scratches and scrapes and shit all over me that I have no memory of them happening.
It's the skinless dog visiting you at night.
Yeah. Maybe you're sleepwalking again.
Tries to take a little more of my skin every time. Once, when I was 17, I think I actually did sleepwalk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only time in my life I've ever done that. I didn't drink back then, didn't do drugs. I was a nerd, as if we hadn't already established that. And I woke up with, my pants on and my truck keys in my hand. And I was just in my bed with those things that I don't remember going to bed with, because why would I?
You step out of your bed and you see that there's just giant money bags littering your room, like the kind with the dollar sign on them. There's a couple of bars of gold bullion. Look around. Oh, this isn't good.
Well,
I am in jail. I am the jail now. Here I go.
Because our
You're the jail now, dog.
now see,
Right,
Bernie, if
Sean
you're
Connery.
listening, Bernie Madoff, if you're still listening, that would have been what you should have told them happened.
I woke up and all those people's lives were ruined.
I didn't rob all these people. I was just sleepwalking. I'm completely innocent.
That was just sleepwalking for a period of about a decade while I was chairman of NASDAQ. Sorry, Bernie, I know you're listening. This is gentle ribbing from the boys.
Gentle ribbing sounds pretty sexy, I gotta say. Did I kill the cough cast?
Yeah.
I hope so.
With my sexy talk.
Ugh. Never say those words again.
Speaking of sexy, everyone in the house has been sick with something, so that's why everybody's like coughing and sneezing and like, I don't know, hacking.
Yeah.
That's why I've like aged.
We're just Pokemon right now. We're coughing and wheezing.
And
And Snorlax.
and Wilbur Cobb.
You're even wearing your green Snorlax shirt.
Oh fuck! Oh my god! I've had this shirt for years, and it never once occurred to me that this is the exact same color as Snorlax. I just need like the tan.
Yeah, the tan belly.
Actually, you know, I'm just gonna cut a hole in the front, just so that like my nipples and belly button can like hang out.
Yeah.
I think,
And then
I think
use-
that's a good look.
Use the hole that you cut out, and I'll sew you up a hat with ears.
And we can take you to CC's Pizza so you can eat a huge amount of food and fall asleep.
Well, we'd have to do that to Adam.
Yeah.
He's the CC's man.
I am the pizza man.
Pete Salmon.
Pizzaman.
He's the pizzaman shaman.
That brings pizza back to life in my stomach and then eat it again.
Pizza mancer.
Yes.
Pizzomancer. I want to be a pizza
With the staff made of pepperoni.
I think mancer, the part mancer of the word like necromancer.
It means show on Spike TV.
Ugh.
There was a show.
Oh.
Go on, sorry.
I think it means like communicates with. It doesn't mean summoner or controller of. So like necromancer is someone who communicates with and talks to the dead or forms some sort of mystic link with whatever that is, not summons or controls.
So if you're a horse whisperer, would that make you an equimancer?
Yes, it actually would.
But,
That's
you
a
know,
much better term for it. Why
Yeah.
didn't they use that?
Yeah,
This is I, the equimancer.
Gotta say, that's a pretty sweet, like, just moniker.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sweet label.
No, I'm just a horse whisperer.
Nah, dog.
We're going through a rebranding
Equimancer.
phase, and we're trying to make it more appealing to the youth.
The youth just aren't going for mancers as they used to. Damn progressive movement.
Damn these snowflakes.
Back in my day, we didn't need insurance, because if you died, we just bring you back to life with dark magic.
And all of a sudden, necromancy, it must be stopped. Uriel Septim Uriel Septim was in communication with the elves.
Yep.
He has secret mithril deals.
You know about this, for anyone listening, going back into Oblivion humor territory.
Sorry.
The Archmage, which is basically the Dumbledore of the Magic University in the game that you could join.
He kind of was.
He basically was. He was vehemently opposed. He like it had implied he'd just recently assumed the position. Oh boy, that was a wrong way to put that. He had just recently taken the job. Why didn't you say that like a normal person?
Well, now just anything sounds dirty, even taking the job.
No,
Yeah.
shut up.
Now, from now on, everything that you're talking about, I'm just going to assume everyone's nude.
Yep. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, with the mods Taylor put in there, yeah.
I mean, hey, man, sometimes you gotta see some swinging dicks in your game to get a little fucking levity.
But they don't swing. They're completely fused and rigid.
That's
it's
what makes
horrible.
It's called immersion.
Yeah.
I just can't get immersed unless there's dicks.
Unless there's a rigid, non-moving dick attached to a man who has a face that looks like a discarded Walmart bag. Because that's how everyone in Elder Scrolls Oblivion looked. But anyway, sorry. So the Archmage Traven.
Archmage Traven, that was his name. He was like vehemently opposed to necromancy, and he banned it the second he became the Archmage, and it pissed a lot of people off because up until that point nobody had a problem with it. It was legal, and it remained legal Like, you wouldn't go to jail if you did it. You just couldn't be in the Mages Guild anymore. So technically, all of them, necromancers you murder, you kill during the quest line of the Mages Guild were all, like, lawfully practicing what they had every right to do. And you just kicked in their door and blasted them with the death spell and giant swords. And
Dude, fucking necromancy is the abortion of the Oblivion universe.
Oh, do not take us there.
Okay, let's go somewhere else quick.
Yeah.
Let's fly away. Use the scroll of a carrion flight and let's get the fuck out of here and then die when we land.
Yep.
I think that's how the sound goes, right?
No, that was actually pretty good.
Thanks, man.
The dumb joke I was gonna make was just that we had all kinds because like everyone was just surprised at why would he outlaw necromancy. He was really opposed to it and wouldn't say why, and everyone thought it was kind of weird. And all the people who were into that kind of thing had to leave the guild, and so FBM and I used to make up all kinds of stories about the depraved activity that the sick shit that Archmage Traven was into, and he was just trying to scapegoat necromancy to as a smokescreen for everyone to just be like, oh god, Archmage Traven, there's all these pictures of boys in your room. What's going on here? Necromancy! It must be stopped!
Oh, it must be stopped, necromancers!
He was the Albert Fish of that universe.
Oh boy.
Albert Fish.
That's Adam. Usually it's me with our serial killer the episode. Serial killer of the episode, Albert Fish, brought to us by Adam this time.
It's a new bit that we're going to do.
Yep.
Albert Fish was a pedophile serial killer in, I think, the really early
20th century.
Really early 1900s. That killed and raped like a ton of people, and didn't just do that, but he would torture them as well. And and then after he would kill and eat them, he would send
them.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, he would eat them as well.
Cannibal was not on that list until just now.
Well, now it is.
Okay.
He would also write letters to the families of the kids that he victimized.
Oh my god!
Detailing exactly what he did to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
What the fuck, dude? And that was your serial killer of the day.
We need a jingle for it.
It's a serial killer of the day. There's no escape. No way. Hey, Adam and B. Ride, they'll torture you all day and send letters to your family.
We won't.
He was basically the worst human in recent history.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, fucking Phil Fish, how dare he?
Oh, you had to take it there. Well, we can expect a lot of angry tweets.
From Phil Fish. How could you say that about me? Yeah. I'm not going to make Fez 2 again.
I'm going to make Fez 2 and then I'm going to delete it because of you boys.
Yep. This pack of malcontents ruined it for everyone.
And they're supported by Bernie Madoff.
Because that is a real thing that they actually do, because I can't understand jokes.
Yeah. Oh my god. A serial killer of the day sort of fucking derailed this convo. Where the fuck were we even talking about?
Just pretty much finished with the Archmage Traven thing. I don't think anyone wants to hear any more about that.
Well, ain't that just...
They either played the game and know this already, or they have no idea what I'm talking about and don't care.
Well, frankly, I blame necromancy! There's lots of scapegoating in Oblivion. They got necromancy, and they got the Grey Fox, who's also the cause of everything to one person, the Inspector Zenigata of Oblivion, Hieronymus Lex.
Hieronymus Lex, oh boy. Was it Lex or Rex?
It
was Lex. It was definitely Lex.
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
it was definitely
cool.
Lex.
I was like, I don't know. If you know if it's Lex or Rex, call in now. Text penis to Adam's cell phone,
yes.
Which is 7.
That was my real phone number that you just heard.
Mm-hmm.
His real phone number that's, to his puppet phone.
Yes. It is a puppet phone, so it's basically the children's toy.
I was going to say, it's one of those candy cell phones.
It's the kind with a lot of buttons that you can press, and it makes
beep boop noises.
Makes the same noises as all the cheap Chinese toys do. If you press the one button, it'll play a MIDI version of You're My Little Butterfly, or whatever that song is called. The DDR song? Yeah. What is it actually called?
Butterfly.
It's just called Butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like, green, black, and blue, you're my sugar, baby. Come, my lady.
No. If you press button number 3 on the cheap Chinese plastic cell phone, a poorly recorded voice says, "Help us! The factory this was made in has a net to keep us from killing ourselves."
And then you press the next button and it's like, the cow says.
Or more accurately, the cow says, "Whack."
I once pulled the lever on one of those things years and years and years ago, and it had dying battery, so it was like, the sheep says.
Oh my god, that reminds me, I had a the same thing where you pull the lever and it's like, the cow says, or whatever. And I'll never forget, I was in a similar situation. The battery was dying, and it was my favorite was, the rooster says. And then I played Michael Jackson Moonwalker on the Genesis, and it was like,
That first sound effect sounded like you were doing Foley for Bloodborne.
well, doing what?
Foley for Bloodborne.
Adam's been playing a lot of Bloodborne recently, and I gotta tell you, shit screams a lot in that game. Everything's fucking screaming, dude.
A lot of goofy pterodactyl screeches. That's what I would describe them as. Just
in general. And it was also the first Souls game that I played that had the enemies could talk English at you.
Oh yeah.
So it was really jarring the first time I ever played Bloodborne, and they were like, "Away! Away!" And I'm like, "Way past cool, bro."
One of them
You don't want it here.
One of them just says, "Cool, blimey! I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. He wasn't English. Why do I sound like this?"
Have you guys seen that Tumblr post about how H.P. Lovecraft looks like he's constantly holding a bird in his mouth?
Yeah, and he does.
He really does. Go at home on the internet, especially if you're driving. I highly encourage you to go on the internet, put all your focus off the road, and look up H.P. Lovecraft, and it looks like he's fucking holding a bird in his mouth. It's very charming. Was that worth the car crash? You fucking bet it was.
H.P. Lovecraft looks like the GoldenEye thing where James Bond is holding the gun and his mouth is sticking out.
Yeah.
Also, look that up while you're crashing. Doctor Strange style, so you have fucked up fingers.
Yep, and won't be able to perform neurosurgery again. Or will be able to perform neurosurgery if you're not currently a neurosurgeon.
Just when you have a car crash, it just has the the reverse effect, depending on what situation you're in.
Yeah. 90% of this country's neurosurgeons are car crash survivors.
It's how you get your powers.
Yeah. And the other 10% are due for a car crash very soon. Probably while listening to this podcast and taking our advice.
Dude, that's what Benedict Cumberbatch was listening to. In the car, he was listening to this podcast. They fucking called it, dude.
You mean Benadryl Cumberstein?
Bumper crop bandersnatch?
Bend your dick, come on eggs?
Ah!
Come on eggs just sounds like a normal British dish, honestly.
It's a poached egg with mayonnaise.
Ah! London street food.
Oh. Do you remember Streetza?
Oh, yeah! That was a great time, man. That fed us for 2 or 3 meals.
That was a good time, man. Okay, so this is way back in our college days, our rowdy, rough college days with the Rough Riders, Teddy Roosevelt. Adam likes to cough.
Adam got malaria with the Rough Riders, and it's taken him this long to get over it.
That's true. The incubation period for that is very long.
Couple million years.
So, me and B-Rye were in college. We're rooming up together in college, and we went to this party. It was pretty good. We got pretty nice and toasty, and we stumbled our way home.
It was our boy J-May's party, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Julian May if you're listening to this. Dude, how you doing, man? How you doing? We don't talk enough, buddy. Well, anyway.
I'm sorry, Lissa and I forgot to buy your comic when we saw you at SPX that one time because your co-creator was also a friend of hers, and we both realized afterwards, we were like, hey guys, let's totally not give you guys money and support this creative effort you've done and just walk the fuck away like terrible garbage people. So sorry about that.
Strychnine! So, me and B.R.I., we were coming back from J. May's house. We were all quite lit, as the children are saying. And we're stumbling our way home, and close to home, we get to a bus stop bench. And on the street, in front of the bus stop bench, is a Papa John's pizza box. Lying flat on the ground. And I look down at it, I'm like, ha. And I, like, lift the lid. It's a full pizza. It's just a full pizza.
There was like 2 slices missing, but like that wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
It was a big pizza.
Yeah, it was a huge pizza, and there was like 1 or 2 slices missing only.
It was pretty obvious that someone had ordered it and was eating it, and then like they tried, like where they were trying to get on the bus, and the bus driver told them they couldn't bring food on, so they had to abandon it or not go home.
Or they were abducted in the middle of it. But
government denies knowledge.
Yes, we'll get to that alien knowledge later. So we see the pizza on the ground, much more important than alien abductions.
It was still warm, which is important because it was fucking freezing.
It was warm with body heat.
Ew.
Maybe a man got turned into a pizza.
Well, we killed him.
And you two both ate 40% of a man.
And he lived on, partially consumed and tortured, just like the victims of Albert Fish.
Yep.
But
there were no anchovies on the
I was
pizza.
about to make an anchovy joke, and you stole it from me.
Bitch.
So yeah, long story, spoiler alert, we ate the fucking streetza because we were fucking idiots and we weren't afraid of the hepatitis we were about to get.
We were
from
hungry, cold, and drunk. Mm-hmm. And it was free-ass pizza there for the taking. And it was pepperoni, no less. The best kind of pizza.
And we weren't even, like, humble about this shit. We were complete assholes about it. We walk into our building, and then 2 other student types get in the elevator with us, and we have pizza. And we're like, we found this pizza on the street.
You can't have any.
No. Dude, can I have a slice? No. Like, we were fucking dicks, man.
I think a normal person wouldn't have asked us for a slice, so I don't think they did. I think they're just like, hey!
Well, yeah, that's more than likely.
This goes without saying, but I'm not a normal person because I once asked someone for pizza in an elevator, and I got it. A woman had, like, a large pizza and, like, 4 personal pizzas, and I'm just like, hey, can I have one of those pizzas? She's like, sure. Just gave it to me.
What?
Yeah, you were there. It was at your condo or apartment, whatever it was.
Condomartment.
Yes, your condom mart.
Mm-hmm. That's how I got through school. I paid my way through condom sales. A lot of people got pregnant on campus. Just gonna say.
Adam did one of those dialogue options that's like luck based in a Bethesda game, and he just managed to get the one. It's like, he only had a 3% chance of it working, but it worked because it gave it to him.
What you didn't see is I was restoring from a quick save multiple times.
Multiple times.
There's like 200 just dead timelines there where I did not get a free pizza and it destroyed the universe.
You slayed an infinite number of worlds so you can get your goddamn stupid ass personal pizza.
Yep.
Was the taste of marinara sauce worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
The answer would obviously be yes. I mean,
this pizza tastes like a million dead souls.
It's free pizza.
Nothing better than that.
Yeah, free is the best flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Freetza is good as streetza for meatza.
Pizza follows the same rule as coffee and beer, which is that any, and especially free, is better than none.
That's true. Dude, I have free coffee every day. Fucking hate it. But, like, it's goddamn free. Just drink it, stupid.
Yep.
That's my commercial for Keurig office coffee.
The more you know.
Keurig office coffee. Your boss buys it in bulk.
That Triple B. That's what the coffee's called. Triple B brand coffee.
Really?
No.
Speaking of, like...
Adam gave me this look like, why?
Why have you done this?
You free folks at home. I'm just giving you a little scope into the behind the scenes.
Why have you built up my trust and crashed it so? What did I do to deserve this?
You killed billions with your pizza shenanigans.
It was for pizza.
I will not abide by these pizza nanigans. Be right. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, speaking of like disgusting food, this isn't actually. It wasn't disgusting. I loved it. Just the effects on me were disgusting. But I went to Wegmans last night and I got a sub for dinner, and I actually got another one for lunch, which I had today. But the one that I ordered for dinner for me last night, I just ordered the full size, like, large sub. And I forgot that when you order a large sub at Wegmans, you get a large sub. Like, physically huge.
Oh.
I had a
size?
Huh?
The size of a small child?
Bigger. Half of it is the size of a small child.
I'll take the double toddler, please.
And, because I didn't have to worry about that one sitting in my lunch bag all day at work, I got like the works on it, like mayo, oil and vinegar, hot peppers, all that stuff. It was like an Italian cold cut.
Oh man,
it was real fucking good.
I'm fucking hungry. Thanks.
And I ate it, and I was like, I ate half of it, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm full, but I have this whole other half of sub. I gotta eat this. And I did. I did. And just afterwards, there was so much oil, and it was just all over my face and just all over my hands, like the mayo and like the brine of like the peppers that they have. And I was just like, I think I need to fucking take a shower after eating this sandwich.
You're like sweaty too. So
I was. And I was like, oh my God. What did I do? And then my stomach hurt for a couple hours, and then I was better. And
Honey rolled me into the backyard and hosed me off.
I just went and took a shower and laid down.
When you need a shower after a meal, you know that you might have gone too far.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in the mood for a Wegman sandwich, qualitatively I highly recommend the food, but do yourself a favor and just, if you think you're gonna be hungry still after you've eaten half of it, just get a bag of chips. They offer it too.
This episode paid for by Wegmans.
No, this episode paid by Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Icelanders.
Bernie Icelanders.
I don't know where that was going. I'm sorry. Oh.
Icelanders for Bernie.
Actually.
Yeah.
The leader of the good wizards in the next Harry Potter book will be named Bernie Scamanders. He'll be a populist. Despite his great age, he will lead all of the young wizards on a valiant
crusade against the lime green bollard wearing Ministry of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
You ever read the Harry Potter books when you were young and Adam?
Some of them.
Some of them?
Yeah, I read up to the one with like the tournament or something.
Triwizard Tournament.
Oh, the dark tournament arc where Toguro shows up.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of Harry Potter, where Yusuke Urameshi finally.
And Ron
Urameshi.
Yeah, Ron shows up in a pompadour. He's like, Urameshi, I'm gonna overcome my poverty, Urameshi. Gonna slap.
Yeah, good old
Sanchez in the mouth.
Good old Yusuke Urameshi and his deft use of magic and his forehead scar. Always shooting out Avada Kedavras out of his
finger gun.
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember the dub of Yu Yu Hakusho a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of.
I watched the whole thing.
Do you remember Genkai's voice?
Yeah.
I remembered very clearly, and I could be wrong about this, but it sure seemed like it when I watched it. I'm pretty damn sure Genkai was the same voice as Frieza in the DBZ dub.
Yes.
And so, like, that ultra confused me because those two arcs were, like, running at the same time. So I was like, so Frieza is a girl.
That's weird. Frieza. I was going to make a joke, but I lost it. I just lost it.
Just like Frieza lost his life on Namek, except for he didn't.
Yep, just like Frieza lost his legs. My own attack.
And then got new metal ones, and then got dead again.
Yep.
And then came back somehow golden.
Somehow golden.
He joined the Lakers.
He became he became the golden boy.
Okay.
And then he gonzoed.
Yep.
He did go on Gonzo.
Shooting out supersonic screams everywhere.
Lissa was
flitting about in the night.
Lissa was watching. No, we were watching Toonami and like a commercial for like a direct to DVD or direct to video DBZ movie came out, and there was just like, Frieza, you're back, and she's like, I thought they were done with Frieza. And I was like, oh, you're never done with Frieza. Like, yes, but no. This is the third time he comes back.
Once you go Frieza, there's no way he'll ease you out of a relationship. Thank you. That's all for today. I'm gonna leave now, guy.
Why isn't Frieza being hailed as a bold choice for being the first asexual character on TV? I mean, I feel like that should be a cause people our age are rallying around, making sure he's given the recognition he's due.
Literally asexual, as in like he has no sexual anything.
But he needs recognition for that, you know. He needs.
Don't you mean they need recognition for that?
That's if they were agender.
Oh, take that to the bank, kids.
Take that to the gender bank.
Take it to the gender people at the bank. Sorry, that's from what is it? Wint?
Drill. I never
on Twitter.
Adam calls him Drill. I've always called him or thought of him as Wint.
Yeah, likewise.
And because he's this. Like, explain for everyone listening, Drill.
Drill, also known as @Wint, or maybe it's the other way around, is a famous Twitter shitposter that posts absolute nonsense.
And his avatar is this fucked up picture of Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
with like a scrunch face going on.
And there's one post. What was the one about the gender people?
Oh,
like to give an example.
I'm at Denny's with one of my tea girlfriends, and the waitress asked me if we were the gender people. Very rude, never coming back.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's just a little sample. Go ahead, check them out at drill/tweet @man. I'm good at it.
@mandrill.
At sparkmandrill.com.
You may see.
That's a great song. That's a good song.
You may see a primate with a bright red ass. That is him.
Oh, I thought that was Adam.
Oh.
I'm not a primate, I'm a lizard.
Oh, good point.
I'm reptilian in nature.
You're dude, fucking you did 9/11?
Yes. Finally, people are starting to give me recognition for that.
Are you Barack Obamza's?
Yep.
And that's why you won't give away his birth certificate because he's a lizardman?
I'm George Obama.
I mean...
AKA Barack Bush.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but lizard venom sure can. Mm-hmm. Have you seen what that can do to a man?
You ever seen Mortal Kombat? That's all proof you need.
Yeah.
You just melt a face right off a guy.
The evidence is right there, people. You gotta look this shit up.
Wake up, sheeple.
Oh, here comes Alex Jones again.
But we really need to get that looked at.
I know.
We need to call an exterminator or something, because we can't patch up these holes in the walls.
We need to call Tony Robbins, because that's whose job it is to take him down.
Oh boy, we've become self-referential.
Oh no.
On our 5th episode.
It's the 5th episode of Frankenstein Control. Let's look back at those wholesome memories. You play like fucking like wistful music where like it's like, I did you Regis Philbin, he's got Russian Cyrillic and he's eating garlic knots. And then it cuts back to us and he's like, what was it like all those years ago on your first episode of Frankenstein Control? And it's like, it says 5th episode anniversary at the top, but like we're all like, I remember that.
I just thought that episode needed one more unasked for reference to Vlad the Impaler.
If I could go back, I would change. If I could go back, I would.
And then you die on camera. Just like you always wanted to.
Dude, yes. Absolutely.
That's why I keep this gun in our recording room. Just in case we hit like a really bad note or something. We need something to liven it up. I can always just shoot you in the head, killing you, and therefore making great entertainment and fulfilling your lifelong dream.
Dude, just cut out the middleman. Just shoot me before the episode. That way you know I'll be dead, and you know the shot killed me. And then just put sunglasses on me. Weekend at Bernie's that shit.
Okay.
Weekend at Bernie Madoff's. Man, put that in the fucking spank bank.
No.
Please don't.
Get your rocks off with Bernie Madoff.
I'm sure someone is.
Yeah, Yeah, Martha Stewart. They got conjugal visits.
Oh, she's out of jail and she's doing stuff with Snoop Dogg now.
I want to see that so bad. What is it called?
Martha and Snoop's potluck dinner party.
Whoa! Oh, it's a time warp! Whoa! Did you guys fucking feel that, dude?
Now we're gonna have a flashback episode.
Whoa!
A clip show, an anime clip show, filler arc episode.
Oh, you mean every third episode of Inuyasha?
With all the times Kagome tripped and fell.
Kagome! That's all I remember from Inuyasha. Besides, like, I don't fucking know. Sango's hot, I guess.
Sango was cool.
Yeah, man. Well, she was hot because she was cool.
Well, she was, yeah. I mean, she was like the only half decent fighter of the whole bunch, and she was my favorite character.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course.
Well, the Band of Seven were my favorite characters.
Okay, I was about to say
their singular and openly stated goal was to kill as many people as humanly possible.
Hey there, baby. Want to kill all humans?
Nice early series bender there.
Shut up, baby. I know it. You can't tell me what to do, Fry.
Oh, Futurama. There was something from the episode I was watching this morning before I went to work that I was going to remember, or going to try to remember to tell you guys, and it made me laugh. And now I don't remember, so, yeah. I'm devolving slowly into a Still Alice situation here.
Still Alice? What's that?
It's a depressing movie featuring Julianne Moore as a woman in her, like, late 40s, early 50s who gets early onset Alzheimer's.
Jesus
and
Christ.
It's an incredibly depressing movie.
God.
And I've just been losing it more and more, and just more memory gaps, and I just slowly shut down until I'm going...
Oh man, that's from that classic Kubrick film, dude, The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when they were shutting down Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
And that's why he became Wint.
Yeah. Yep. That's what he became.
I can't let you do that, Jack. And then he's hacking down the spaceship door with an axe from the outside.
Yep. In space.
Yeah. And he yells, "Here's Johnny!" But you don't hear it because there's no sound in space, so it's just subtitles saying it.
And then the Hal just says, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." Dave.
Nobody will forget the time that the monolith chased Hal through that snowy garden going, "Daddy!"
And then Malcolm McDowell murders somebody with a penis statue.
Does he look straight at the camera and go, "The penis might ya"?
That's
Because that's what Malcolm McDowell sounds like. He's actually Sean Connery.
Haven't you ever noticed the parallels? Have you ever seen have you ever seen... What was his name again?
Michael McDonald?
Michael
He
McDonald.
come from somewhere back in long ago.
Did I say Michael McDowell or Malcolm McDowell?
Did you mean Malcolm McDowell?
Yes, I did.
I think maybe we said, I don't know anymore.
I don't know these people's names. I'm so bad at celebrity names.
I don't know any of this by choice.
Whoever he
These
is.
facts are forced upon me.
Oh, a joke I was going to make way earlier in this episode was just that, not really a joke, more like just a thing for my brain, that I was really mad at myself after I watched Doctor Strange, because I realized that Dr. Orpheus on Venture Brothers had been a parody of Doctor Strange for the last, 11 years.
You hadn't guessed that?
No!
Wow.
I didn't know anything about Doctor Strange at all. And it was really hard for me not to laugh at a lot of the serious and good Doctor Strange movie because I just kept picturing Dr. Orpheus.
I like the end of that movie. It's really good. Doctor Strange in theaters July 8th. Directed by Bernie Madoff.
Financed by Bernie Madoff. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
That's a winning combination.
Yes.
You're going to have the skill, the directorial skill behind a movie that you need, and you're going to have the actual legitimate money that you need to make a movie.
Yep.
I think that would be the world's first negative movie. Like it hits theaters and your memory of a movie that you've watched in your past just disappears.
Everyone who went to the premiere just wakes up hours later and their wallets are missing.
The movie that robs you.
I said I was going to rob you.
All right, Grunkle Stan.
I tell you a movie I want to... I would see that negative movie if it would delete the memory of having watched Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh boy! The exercise in existential horror that is Tammy and the T-Rex.
Not to be confused with the Undertale Tammy and the T-Rex, which was much better.
So Tammy and the T-Rex is a 1994 movie.
That says it all.
Yeah. Starring the guy from Fast and the Furious, What Died?
Paul Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Yeah. He is a generic high school kid with a girlfriend. The girlfriend has a jealous boyfriend, and because of things, Paul Walker gets the shit beat out of him and then half eaten by a lion. And then he's in a coma. Because that's what happens.
You know, there was a fucking epidemic in the 90s.
Of lion attacks.
Of lion attacks with bullied children as the victims.
Of delinquents breaking into wildlife preserves filled entirely with wild cats.
That's how Corey Haim died.
But now that he is in a coma, his body's useless, his brain is still working, a mad scientist with a robotic T-Rex kidnaps his body, takes his brain out, and puts it in the robotic T-Rex.
I'm going to add the qualifier with a shitty robotic T-Rex.
Yes, a shitty robotic T-Rex. And the movie does not have the budget for special effects at all. So if they want to have the T-Rex walk, they just roll it along the ground and then digitally tween the legs back and forward, so it kind of looks like his legs are moving. It definitely does not look like it's walking. In the T-Rex, he enacts vengeance, and I think he eats one of the bullies and rips the leg off of one of them, and then they're trying to get his body back. And from then, it turns into existential horror as they dig up his old body, find it's already rotted, filled with mice and worms. They then go. They just go to a morgue, go in the back room, and just look at all the bodies. And you have this playful romp of music as they're picking up corpses, putting them against the window so the mechanical T-Rex can see and pass judgment on whether or not he wants to live in that body.
Yay or nay them, as it were.
Yeah. And then they run, and the T-Rex gets shot with tranquilizers despite being a robot.
Wait, no!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
I have my limits, and that's it!
The mad scientist has a tranquilizer gun that he uses to try and take out the robotic T-Rex.
I'm so mad! Ah!
And the film ends with the T-Rex being destroyed and his brain being taken out and hooked up to a computer and a camera in his girlfriend's room, who then feeds him whiskey by pouring it directly into his brain, and then does a striptease for him so sexy that it makes him short circuit with literal sparks flying off of his brain. And this is all played for comedy, as though you're supposed to laugh at a disembodied brain sparking and screaming.
Yep, and also this is all, the movie is in full on YouTube. So if you want to subject yourself to this, you can do so at any time.
I highly recommend it.
I think they should put a Surgeon General warning on that beforehand. Just be like, overexposure to Tammy and the T-Rex will make you fucking this... God damn it.
Will make you just sad.
It'll make you want death. Like, you want death, and you don't want to be brought back as a T-Rex, just death.
Mm-hmm. C. Everett Koop's Surgeon General warning. Watching Tammy and the T-Rex will make you aware that Tammy and the T-Rex exists.
A fate worse than death.
A fate worse than Rex.
Laboratory mice prefer 8 out of 10 laboratory mice preferred euthanasia to having knowledge of the existence of Tammy and the T-Rex.
Well, I too would prefer spending time with the young folk of Asiatic countries. The euthanasia.
Oh, get out of here with that.
When have you euthanized? We've been talking about it.
Euthanize? That means you're gonna decelerate my aging?
Yeah, who doesn't want to be younger?
Yeah.
Well,
this is a DeviantArt comic in the making, you guys. Time for some age regression.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Oh, I'm young now. Hey, what's up, guys?
Why do you have fox ears?
Oh, that is kind of fucking weird.
What's gotten into you? You brought that up.
Oh, no, I didn't. You did. You said euthanasia shit. Now I'm a little boy.
Okay.
Adam, where'd you put that gun?
Oh, man. Here it is.
I'm not gonna die. This is Fallout.
No.
You can't kill me.
He's a child now. He's immortal.
I am.
No!
And with that, be deaf, regain your hearing. So that you can listen to us next time on Frankenstein Control. I'm older, by the way, now. I just thought I would put that out there. Oh, no, that means you can kill me now. No! No!
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.